of his tracks, some more coming. I'm sure you guys saw the MOBO Awards, the recent MOBO Awards just last month. He won the gospel section. He won the gospel album, gospel award, and he's doing very well. The song was out when he was singing. It shows that a star is born, just like, you know, as in the Bible, you know, when Joshua said the sun should stand still. And when Jesus Christ was born, the star was shining, you know, all over where he was. So it shows that a star is born. And I'm so glad, I'm so thrilled to have this guy here with me. He's so young, filled with the anointing of God. And I'm learning from him already, you know. Everyone is learning from him. I present to you, my viewers, Victizzle. How you doing, man?
How you doing, man?
How you doing, man? Great to have you here.
Thank you very much, man.
So how are you feeling, you know, feeling everything? How are you taking it in?
Bit by bit. I mean, like, it still hasn't like sunk in yet, but yeah, taking it in bit by bit, man.
Yeah, man. And I'm sure you noticed, like, you know, but as people were passing, you know, they were feeling you, know. There was one old woman just back there, you know.
She stayed there for quite a while.
And she was like, you know, a white woman, you know, just, you know, feeling the beats and feeling the message, you know. One thing I love about you is the message you carry, because we have a lot of artists, we have a lot of people that perform, that entertain, even like in the gospel world, but there's no message. So how did that come about, that you getting the message? I don't know if you agree with me.
With me, I like to put my my situations, my life, my experiences in the music. And it's funny enough, a lot of the artists you see in the secular world, they actually started off in the church, do you know what I mean? But they leave that part out of there. When they're telling their story, they leave that part out, do you know what I mean? I like to keep that part in. Keep it real at all times. That's always been my motto from day. I always try to keep it real. Be real with myself, be real with others. Do you know what I mean? And keep the Christian, because that's your centerpiece. The Christian, the fact you're a Christian is your center. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I keep that in the music and keep it real. Do you know what I mean? At the same time, and share your experiences with people so that they can relate. And if you do mess up, because we're human, do you know what I mean? Then you have more for you than against you. But if you're too judgmental in your words, and when you mess up, people, you know what I mean, will be judgmental against you. But if you keep it real, then people will pick you up when you fall.
Were you born with this? Because some people just have it in the blood, you know?
I don't know.
Is it your parents that influenced you? I mean, like, how did you get linked up, like, into gospel, into what you're doing, and you meeting Jesus? You got to tell me about that, how, that encounter, you know? We've got to, you know, share that message.
My mom's a single parent. I've got a stepdad. I've got 2 younger brothers and 1 younger sister, so I'm the oldest.
Okay.
There was music around the house. It wasn't, do you know what I mean? Mom wasn't that much into music, but she had her own Nigerian Christian music that was played every day in the house.
Do you know, can you mention names, like, you know, any you remember?
People like Sonny
Okosun?
Yeah, that's one I remember.
Okay.
Can't remember any other there.
Okay.
I can't remember the particular artist names, but there was a lot of the music.
Yeah.
And when I was about 12, 13.
Here in London?
Here in London. I was born here in London. About 12, 13.
East London?
Hackney, East London. I was in secondary school at the time, like year 7, year 8, I think. And my friend, I always loved, do you know what I mean, music, listening to music and stuff like that. I loved beats. Anytime I would hear a beat, do you know what I mean, I'll get excited, find out the producer, I'll research on the internet, all sorts. About 12, 13, my friend gave me like a software, a program, where you can actually make
12, 13?
beats. Yeah. The software where you could actually create music and make beats. And that's where it really started. I just listened to stuff on the radio and I try and copy it when I hear it and that. And then about 14 I started writing, because there was no, while I was making my own beats, didn't really have any artists or rappers or anything, so I thought, let me just do it myself. So I started writing. When I got to about 15, 16, I met up with G-Force, who had heard my beats, I can't remember how. They invited me to their church, and then going to that church, I saw a lot of youth. Do you know what I mean? My age, praising God. I thought to myself, like, wow, like, if they can do it, do you know what I mean? Why shouldn't I? And that's kind of where it started. It wasn't nothing magical. God didn't rescue me from a burning building or nothing. It was like, do you know what I mean? Just seeing people my age, like, on point for God, being good kids, and at the same time keeping it real. And that's what inspired me, and that's how I started my relationship with God.
I want to, you know, my viewers to kind of, like, you know, follow you on that journey. Like, how did you meet God? Were you born, you know, some people, like, maybe their parents are pastors, or, like, you know, since they were born they used to go to church and not that. But I just want you to talk about the relationship to the viewers. Like, how did you meet God, or how did He meet you? And I know, as we're relating to that, there might be people, like, you know, watching that will plug into that, and then you'll probably give their lives to Christ, because that is very important, especially
yeah.
in, nowadays.
Definitely. Well, I come from African, Nigerian background, so.
Niger, we're not doing so well in the football, but I still have to put on the jersey because of, Victizzle, so Niger. Talking about Nigeria.
Yeah, so my mum was on church every Sunday, can't miss church.
Here in London?
Yeah, here in London. Drag me out of bed every Sunday. All my brothers, we all go to church. So it was good to have been brought up in that surrounding, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, it's really important, especially at a young age, because that's when at a young age, spiritually, you're empty. So it's like anything you see, you pick it up and it sticks with you. So if at a young age you're going to church, you know what I mean? Even if you lose your way, you're going to come back to that, because that's where your foundation was. Going to church every Sunday, listen to pastor, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
I just always, you're young, get your attention span's
like your body's there, but your mind is not there.
You're thinking about Power Rangers or something, TV. Like I said, I went to the church and I saw other people, young people. I was on the streets and stuff, but I wasn't really, because I was so indulged in my music, I wasn't on the streets that much. I was more of a follower in school, especially college, even as a Christian. Do you know what I mean? And let's keep it real, do you know what I mean? So, I'll be real, even as a Christian, especially your early steps, you're still sometimes gonna be...
Yeah.
That's why a lot of my music was written in those times. There's a track on there called I'm Not Reaching, and I was talking about being a Christian and your friends still want to take you to the club, still want to take you to those, and you got to stand your ground and say, look, I'm not coming, I'm not following, I'm not going to, do you know what I mean? I've told you so many times, stop asking me. That's kind of what I was going through at college, because college is like a new
real life experiences.
Yeah, and that's what I want people to relate with. I want people to connect with the music. People that have been through what I've been through, do you know what I mean? You'll be able to understand.
Yeah.
So a lot of the songs on the album, and connect with them, and so yeah, your relationship with God is it's deep, because it's sometimes it can be compared to a relationship with your husband or your wife. There's arguments.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're not always sometimes you're angry with God. Do you know what I mean? But it's because you don't understand what He's got planned. But when you learn to understand Him, and things are sweet.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? It's like a relationship with your husband. When you learn to understand them, things get better, sweeter. And my advice is always be truthful, always keep it real. Even when you flop, keep it real. God honors that. He sees that. And when you mess up, just get back up again. Don't dwell on it. I mean, the same as when you're with your husband and wife, if they mess up, forgive them, don't dwell on it, try and move on. Obviously it's going to be hard in that, but try and focus on the future rather than the past.
Walk it out. You heard it from here, that's what Victizzle is saying, just walk it out, and we kids out there, I'm saying we because I'm a kid, come on, man.
Do you have a business you want people to know about? A product, a service, or an establishment to talk about? Then join our list of advertising and sponsorship clients and enjoy a 50% discount for a limited period.
But really, you have to keep it real. There's a lot of temptations out there. I've got loads of stories. Some of them you've heard them before. I can't even start now, We'll take till tomorrow to finish it. But when you're occupied, it's difficult for you to, take up knives and guns and all that, and one just needs to be occupied, and there's nothing best to be occupied with than Jesus, so you heard it here. And look at this guy, man. He's an example to show that, if you keep it real and believe in God and just trust in Him, things will happen for you. You're 20 years old, and you've won a MOBO award, in the gospel category. And there's loads of people, especially this year, that kept it real, doing, heavy tracks, powerful things. And that gift, how did it come about? And that leading you to MOBO, I just want you to tell us the whole scenario, how you got to Scotland, how you fitted in. I saw on Facebook that platinum VIP ticket, you showing it, and all that, but God has been good to you. God is shining on you. The sun is shining on you. So just share with us, we that were not there, how it went down, and that gift as well that is in you. That star, that G star, I don't know what it stands for, but that star in you, I just wanted to share with our viewers, man.